Hey everybody, BluRay here, and welcome back to Pointless Vlogging with BluRay. So, actually it may not be much of a vlog and whatnot, but we'll see how things goes out. But today, it is March 27th. By the time you're watching this video, I don't know when it might be, but yeah. So, today I'll be going to GameStop to purchase some games, or maybe one game, I don't know, because there is a game that's on sale for like 20 bucks. But yeah, I'll try to record some footage of me driving and whatnot, and yeah, and then possibly, well, later on today, go to the gym. I don't know if I'll get more shots of that, of me working out or just me heading to the gym. We'll see how things goes out. So yeah. Alright, so I did plan on recording this part of the video where you see my face and I'm pretty much driving and I talk to the camera directly, but that didn't go so well because my car would vibrate and shakes. I wouldn't say a lot, but it does shake because it is an old car. So my phone will stay in place for a while and then it'll drop. And then I try using the phone holder that I bought for my car, or to put on my car, and that shit doesn't help out because it would fucking like tilt downwards. Like, I guess because my phone is heavy for some weird reason, which doesn't make sense because in the picture it looks like it's the same size as my phone, and it looks like it could hold almost any size phone without it fucking sinking or dropping downwards. But that's what ended up happening. So yeah. Anyway, so this part of the video, I figured I'd tell you guys. Sorry, I had to turn on the AC because it is pretty fucking hot in my car. So there's that. I mean, this car does. I mean, it sucks during the summer, but during the winter, it's not that bad because, you know, it's really hot in the car. So I'll get really warmed up. I mean, granted, I didn't buy this car during the winter. I bought it, I mean, well, sort of during the winter, I guess. I don't know, but anyways, that's besides the point. I figured I'd tell you guys a little story in terms of like what I guess motivated me to start driving or to start to buy a car, because I've been wanting to get a car for a while. I've been wanting to drive since I was a teenager, since I was like 15, 16, but it never happened. Or when I first got my permit, I didn't really push it with my parents and be like, hey, you know, can we practice driving and whatnot. I didn't really bother my parents like that, like specifically my dad, because I was living with him at the time, so I never like constantly bugged him to be like, hey, can we go drive or whatnot, you know. So yeah, so my permit ended up expiring, and yeah, and I've been taking the bus for years, and yeah. But anyways, what kind of not necessarily crossed the line, but what kind of like woke me up, I guess, is because it's kind of weird to say, but I started to develop feelings for this girl at work. And yeah, and okay, so we did hang out once. We hung out the first time. I invited her to my sister's birthday party, and so I took the bus over to her place. And then once I arrived at her place, I called a Lyft ride over to the party. And then after the party, I called another Lyft ride to drop her off at her house, and then to take me home. So after that, I ended up wasting like almost a total of $120. $60 to get over there, and $60 to drop her off and to drop me off. So that was a lot of money, and you know, and I wanted to hang out with this girl again. So I pretty much was like, alright, I need to start saving up money for a car, so that way I can save myself some money, so that way I don't have to constantly call for a Lyft ride to take her home and to take me home, or to drop us off at a certain location and whatnot. So yeah, so I ended up saving up money to get this car that I bought, which I paid a total of $850. And yeah, and then to be honest, I don't have my license, so not yet at least. So I've been driving essentially with a permit. So far I've been lucky, and I've been driving very carefully. That's the thing. I mean, I have my moments where I kind of like fuck up a bit, where I'll get honked at, but for the most part, I've been driving super carefully. I mean, I'll essentially be driving within the speed limit. The highest I'll ever go will be like if the speed limit is 40, the highest I'll ever go will be like 45 or 50. That's like the highest. And yeah, so I've been driving very carefully now since, well, one, because I don't have my license, and two, I don't have insurance. So there's that, and I haven't registered this car under my name yet. So I really need to do those things ASAP, so that way if I do get pulled over, I will be okay. I mean, the only thing that would suck is I'll end up just getting a ticket, but who knows. Anyway, so yeah, bought this car and made things easier for me. I actually managed to hang out with her again, and yeah. Alright, so let me show you the games that I bought. So let's start off with the first game, and that is Mortal Kombat X. I'll try to make the story short, as short as I can, but I used to own this game back when it came out. I forgot what year this game came out. I assume 2015. So, because I know this game came out on my birthday, and that was pretty awesome. And yeah, so my ex-girlfriend got me this game as a birthday gift, and at the time I didn't have a job, so I ended up selling my copy of the game. Granted, I didn't want to sell it at all because I needed the money, and no, I didn't sell it at GameStop because I know GameStop wouldn't give me that much money, so I sold it somewhere else. So yeah, anyways, my ex got really pissed off at me for selling it and whatnot, and yeah, it was just like an argument, from there. And I constantly had to repeat myself saying I didn't want to sell it. So yeah, but anyways, so I bought the digital version of this game because it was probably cheap or something. I don't remember, but when it comes to me owning video games, or if I purchase a game digital and there's a physical copy version of the game, let's say if I like the game, I bought the game digitally and I like it a lot, I'll buy the physical copy of the game. But for some reason with this game, I hadn't even bothered to to rebuy this game because it's a really good game. It's just I never really, I guess, was interested in rebuying the game, I guess, if that makes sense. But yeah, I got Mortal Kombat X, and I do have all the DLCs and whatnot. I already purchased it way back before. So yeah, anyways, there's that. And Back to the Future, the game, Telltale Games. So yeah, there was really no other games I was interested in buying, or used wise, because there was a few that I wanted to get, but they had that stupid GameStop cover case, whatever, and I didn't like that, so I just had to get this. But anyway, so there was a deal, actually, I forgot to mention, that GameStop was having, where you buy 2 pre-owned games, you get one free. But unfortunately, I got charged for the other game, the third game, and I really don't know how it works in terms of buying 2 pre-owned games and getting one free, because I know it has to be within the price range somewhere. I don't know. It really all depends, I guess, how much you're spending on a pre-owned game. So it's not that you could buy 2 $20 pre-owned games and get like a $50 pre-owned game for free, because that's not how it works. But yeah, I really don't know how that works, because I bought these 2 thinking that these will be a little bit more, and I'll get the third game for free, and the third game that I bought was like cheaper than these 2 in a way. But anyways, let me show you. Borderlands: The Handsome Collection. So yeah, I really don't know how this works. I mean, granted, I could probably go to GameStop and tell them like, hey, explain the situation, but they'll probably explain to me, I guess, the price limit range, whatever. I don't know. I think next time I'm gonna go on their website and essentially try to purchase some games and see which game I'll end up getting for free. So that way, next time I go to the store and purchase those games, I would at least know. And if I end up getting charged again, then I will point that out and be like, I thought you guys were having the sale and whatnot. But yeah, so I ended up getting 3 pre-owned games, and the last one I got is Far Cry: A New Dawn, or Far Cry New Dawn. This was on sale for like $20. And granted, because I traded in a game, and in total, or the trading credit was like $18. So if I hadn't bought these 3 games, I would have been paying like $3 for this game. So yeah, that would have been a major steal right there, and I would have saved myself a little bit more money. But yeah, I mean, $20 for this game is not too bad. I mean, it's better than paying like $40 when this game first came out. So yeah, so that is essentially it in terms of the games that I bought from GameStop. Now it is time to hit the gym. Alright, so this is a weird kind of angle. I'm inside my car, and I'm using the light that I use for my streams because the lights don't work in my car. The ones on top. And I'm pretty sure there's gonna be people walking by, and pretty much could see the fucking bright ass light, and it's gonna look at me weird or whatever. I don't know, but anyways, I figured I'd tell you guys a little story about why I started going to the gym. And this story is nothing like, I guess, inspirational, I guess, or groundbreaking, or like, I don't know. It's nothing like, like an obese person, woke up and is like, shit, I need to start getting some exercise. I need to be healthy, otherwise I'm gonna die, or whatever type of shit. And then they start going to the gym, lose all that weight, and they feel good about themselves, blah 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 blah. That's not really the case for me. Essentially, it kind of started with a heartbreak in a way. As I mentioned earlier with this girl, basically I found out through a coworker, that she was basically, in a way, talking shit about me. Because he pretty much kind of like asked her, like, so, like, I saw you and Ray, on his Snapchat that you guys were making pizza and blah blah blah. And then she pretty much mentioned that, like, oh, I only hung out with him because I felt bad for him, and yada yada yada. And the two things that kind of stuck out to me the most in terms of what she said about me was that I need more experience, and that I think she said I need to grow up. I don't know, but that struck to me the most, or that stuck out to me the most, because it like the things that she said about me like made no sense, because like what are you talking about, because I mean, yeah, I am a little younger compared to her, but not by that much. She's 29, I'm 24. It's not really, you know, that it's not really a big deal, I guess. It's not like she's like 35 and I'm 24 or some shit like that. I don't know. She made it seem like I'm like a kid or some shit like that. I don't know. Because I do joke around, and I assume that's where she gets the impression that I'm like immature and whatnot. But like that's how I am in terms of messing around. But when it comes to getting shit done, I get shit done. In terms of like, especially when it comes to relationship, that's where I'm more serious. I mean, I still joke around, but it's not like, like, how would I say it? It's not like where I would do something stupid. Well, I did do something stupid with my previous relationship that I had with my ex, but I learned from my mistakes and I moved on from it. So yeah, essentially, like if I was in a relationship with her, my focus would be on her and yada yada yada. That kind of shit. You know, like I wouldn't fuck around. It's basically, she made, I don't know. Yeah, like I'm not one of those guys who would just screw around, with some other chicks and but anyways, so yeah. So hearing that kind of hurt me because like I really liked her. Like I had strong feelings for her, and honestly, I hadn't felt that kind. I never felt like that before in like years, or 2 years essentially. I mean, I did like a couple of girls here and there, but I ended up getting rejected, and you know, sometimes most of them is mainly because of something I did, so I learned from my mistake through there, and yeah. But with this girl, like, I really liked her a lot, and I wanted to hang out with her, and I don't know, she made it seem like it was like that I constantly bug her about it, like I constantly ask her every day, like, if when she's free and whatnot, and yeah. But anyways, it made no sense to me when she says something about getting experience and growing up when I really did nothing wrong. I mean, it might sound ignorant for me to say that, but honestly, I really didn't do anything to the point where it made it seem like, that I'm immature and whatnot. Because, like I said, I do joke around, but that's it. Everything, when it comes to getting shit done, and, I get shit done. But what she wants is very fucking weird. I wouldn't even consider this a relationship that I had with her. Like, I don't know. It was more complicated. Because I did want to build up a relationship with her. And, the things that she wanted, I could have given it to her. Because she was telling me that she doesn't want to. Like, she's tired of playing games with guys and whatnot. And she made it seem like the guys that she's been with, they fuck around way too much. And, uh, you know, and granted, I understand she probably has trust issues and whatnot, but she totally did a 180. She pretty much did the thing that she hate, which made no fucking sense to me, but whatever. I was pretty much, on that day when my coworker told me about it, I was depressed. I wasn't feeling good. Like, my confidence level just kind of dropped a bit. And yeah, I mean, luckily I didn't do anything stupid because one of my coworkers was concerned that I was gonna do something stupid and crash my car. You know, but I didn't, and something, I guess, kind of woke up inside of me, I guess, because I don't know, like my cousin kind of like popped up in my head because um from what I remember as kids, um he was kind of shy and awkward. Cause I feel like he's a different person now. Like he's more loud, more energetic, more confident, you know, compared to how he was before. And just that thought in my mind, I was just like, let me go to the gym. Cause the thing is with me, confidence is not my. I'm not very confident. Um, I tend to doubt myself in terms of what I can do, you know. And yeah, and I'm very quiet. I keep things to myself a bit. And yeah, so I figured that I should start hitting the gym. Well, essentially, the coworker that told me about the stuff that she said insisted that I go to the gym. He pretty much said that we're gonna build a new you, kind of shit, you know. So I took his word on that, and went to the gym, and yeah, because I remember when I first went to the gym with my cousin, I wasn't really feeling it. Like I was kind of getting jealous of him, because like he could lift more than I can, you know, and I just felt very weak, and I hated the gym because of that, because like I felt like I couldn't, because like I feel like I'm very impatient. Like I want to get strong right away, you know, but that's not how it works, because in reality it takes time, you know, to build up strength, essentially. So yeah, so first time I hated it, and then the other days that I went with my cousin, like a couple weeks later or years later, I was like whatever about it, but I wasn't committed to it. Um, until this year, I started to commit to it, because reason being of me going to the gym is not to, you know, get buff and get strong. I mean, it is kind of, but that's not like the main reason. The main reason is to build up confidence in myself, because like I said, I'm not very confident in myself. Like I want to essentially be like my cousin, you know, like positive, you know, full of energy, you know, full of hope, you know, like being able to see that light, you know, getting out of that tunnel, you know. I want to be like that, you know. And yeah, so me going to this gym, you know, it's gonna help me out a lot, I think. Or actually, not. I don't think. I know it will, because so far I've been committed to this gym, or going to the gym. I haven't felt like I haven't felt like, or like I don't want to go to the gym because I doubt myself, kind of thing. You know, it's more of I gotta go to the gym because I want to. You know. So yeah, that's essentially the reason why I started going to the gym, is because I want to build up confidence. I want to be positive in my life. I don't want to be negative, because it sucks being negative. It fucking drains the shit out of your energy. I wouldn't say that I've fully overcome my depression, because when it comes to the depression, it's kind of like hit or miss, or it comes here and there. But yeah, when you're depressed, it fucking sucks. Like you don't want to do anything. Like you just essentially just want to lay down and die. You know, that's all you could think about, essentially. And honestly, I don't want to feel like that. You know, I want to be positive. I want to, you know, be able to say I can do this. You know, because most times I would say I can't do this. You know, I don't think I could do this task or whatever, because my buddy Misa, aka Fat Boy, is telling me to essentially to move into his department. He's offering a position, because there's an opening space in his department, and I told him no, because I felt like I can't do it. And you know, there's other things that that kind of like made me not want to go there, especially because I was talking to customers, and I'm not very talkative. Like like I said earlier on, I'm very quiet. So being in that department, I feel like you have to be more talkative, and you have to be like on point. You know, like I feel like you can't fuck up. That type of shit. And also, with me being Hispanic, or AKA, if you want to be more accurate, I'm a Salvi who doesn't speak Spanish. I'm fucked. But that's a different topic that kind of grinds my gears a bit when Hispanic people get pissed off with me when I tell them I don't speak Spanish. But whatever, that's a different story, a different topic. But anyway, so yeah, like I pretty much told them no, you know, I don't want to move in. Because essentially, like, if I move in, I wouldn't get that many hours, and it'd be kind of pointless. But granted that if you are doing good in that department, then they'll give you more hours and blah blah blah. But anyways, so yeah, so with me going to the gym and getting results and whatnot, or I could, you know, like essentially once I feel that confidence, then I could pretty much take on anything, um, and it'll feel good. All right, so now I'm using my phone to record this because the my camera died, or the battery was almost dead. So yeah. Anyways, that's essentially the end in terms of what made me go to the gym. Very weird story, but honestly, that's what got me going. And I wish I could say something to those who are going through depression, because honestly, being depressed fucking sucks. It literally drains your energy, like, because a lot of people don't understand that depression is a very serious thing, because they look at it as an excuse, like, oh, I get so annoyed when people would say something ignorant, saying like, "Oh, just get over it," stop being a little bitch, that type of shit. But it's not something you could overcome that easily, Just like going to the gym, It's not like you're gonna get super buff within one day at being at the gym. That's how it is with depression. It's not like you could get rid of it within one day, or like within a second, That's not how it works. It takes up time. And I mean, it also depends on the person if they're willing to, do something about getting rid of depression, of their depression. But yeah, because like when you're depressed, like I said, you feel like shit. You feel like you don't want to do anything. You can't do anything. Like, moving on to a different position, you feel like you can't do it. Like you feel like it's too much for you, because that's what how I felt with this position that my buddy Misa, aka Fat Boy, as you've seen him in my streams, he essentially offered me to move inside into his department, and I told him no, because I felt like I couldn't do it, that I couldn't be like the best worker in that department. Like I feel like I would constantly fuck up, So yeah, and plus there's other things too. I'm not very talkative, and with me being a Salvi who doesn't speak Spanish, it's gonna be a bitch. And I get so fucking annoyed whenever a customer gets mad at me or make that face, and I tell them that I don't speak Spanish, but that's a different topic. But anyways, so yeah, I told them that I pretty much said no to his offer, that I was going to stay in the position that I'm currently at. Because, I mean, for me to move inside, I would have to get more hours at work, but that wouldn't be the case if I move in, so I felt like it was kind of pointless. But, I mean, if I did well in that in that department, and I would probably get more hours, but that's if I did well, and that could be very tricky, And honestly, I'm not a people person at all. Like, I don't like talking to people. Or, I mean, if they're cool, they're cool, but like customers mainly. I can't fucking stand customers who are assholes and expect you to be 100% and know every fucking thing. It annoys the shit out of me. But anyways, way off topic. But yeah. For me, it's kind of weird because I wouldn't say I'm out of depression just yet. I'm getting there. And it's kind of weird that something negative kind of turned into oh my god. I can't believe I'm actually saying this, that I'm turning the negative into a positive. And it feels weird to say that because the girl has said that to me. When we were talking about my hero, because we were talking about like motivational shit and whatnot, and I mentioned my hero and how the main character calls himself Deku as a meaning as I can do it, because his childhood friend would call him Deku as an insult to basically tell him that he can't do it. But this girl would call him Deku and pretty much says that, well, I think it means I can do it. And yeah, and then the main character chose that as his hero name. And yeah, and he even stood up to his friend. He was all like, my Deku's no longer gonna mean useless. My Deku's gonna mean I can do it. And then that's where she meant like, oh, turning a negative into a positive type of shit. But yeah, I can't believe I actually said that. But honestly, that's kind of what happened to me. I mean, everybody's different, in terms of like what's gonna motivate them to do something different in their life that's gonna help them out later, and it's gonna help them out. It's gonna improve, in their lives and become more positive. But all I can say is, I mean, it feels like it, it feels like forever. It sounds like it's bullshit that, when you hear, you'll eventually find that light and, out of the tunnel and whatnot. But that's kind of how it was with me. I feel like eventually you'll find something that's going to motivate you, that's going to want you to go for it. If you think it's going to help you out, become a better person, then go for it, So, yeah, I apologize if it's not like the best tip, but that's all I can think of, honestly. It's essentially what inspired me to go to the gym. I was hurt and I decided to do something about it. Start going to the gym and just, forget about it and just become more positive, So, yeah. So, that is pretty much the end of this video. Hopefully you find this video somewhat motivational or something. I honestly don't know. Maybe it is, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe you guys will let me know in the comments down below. But yeah. So that's all I gotta say. And I'll see you guys on the next video.